Partly to mostly sunny, 85 to 90 today, light north winds. Lots of clouds overnight, about 65 to 70 for the low. It'll be partly to mostly sunny for Saturday, spotty showers and thunderstorms, 85 to 90. A little bit more widespread showers and thunderstorms Saturday night and Sunday, 40-50% coverage. Partly cloudy Saturday night near 70, and partly sunny near 88 Sunday with those showers and thunderstorms. Your life, your music, we're KLEK 102.5 FM.
From Feature Story News in London, I'm Natalie Powell. The US has withdrawn from a 1987 nuclear treaty with Russia, this after the US and NATO accused Russia of violating the agreement. South Korea has accused North Korea of conducting a third weapons test in just over a week. And Saudi Arabia has lifted rules to allow women to travel abroad independently without the need for permission from a male guardian.
It's 9:01.
Community Conversations is brought to you by Arkansas Early Learning, offering no-cost childcare in Jonesboro and Northeast Arkansas. Applications at arearlylearning.org.
Arkansas Early Learning is a nonprofit organization.
KLEK LP Jonesboro, the voice of Arkansas Minority Advocacy Council. It's now time for Community Conversations, a program focusing on the people working to make the Jonesboro community a better place, while offering viewpoints from all sides of the issues. The views expressed in this program are those of the participants and do not necessarily reflect the views of KLEK 102.5 FM, the voice of Arkansas Minority Advocacy Council, or our underwriters or sponsors.
Good morning, and happy Friday to you. I hope that everyone is having a great start to your day. You're tuned in to Community Conversations on KLEK 102.5 FM. I hope you can see all the ladies that are here in the studio today. I'm trying to get the camera adjusted so we get everybody in the shot. All right, so I am joined today by the Roundtable Queen.
Hey, good morning. Good morning.
All right, so today's going to be a lively day. So in case you don't know, these young ladies, have been friends for multiple years, and they're going to share all of that information. And they recently took a trip, and they just had a wonderful spiritual fellowshipping network time. They met a lot of other people along the way. I saw some pictures where you met another group of ladies who were doing a friend trip as well. So we're going to get all into that. But I want each person to go around the room, and I don't know if you all can see kind of their shirts, and you can check out their Facebook page. You can see the actual name on the shirt. But go around the room, tell who you are, maybe your occupation if you like, and then what your name is, or your nickname, I guess. What friend you are in the group. So we'll start with my right, number one, right here, Miss Aisha.
Oh, that's me. That
would be you.
What right? But my name is Aisha Stafford, and I'm a teacher for Jonesboro Public Schools, and I am the bossy friend.
The bossy friend. Oh my goodness. All right.
My name is Kenesha Ross, and I work at Seals Dermatology as a medical assistant, and I am the classy but hood friend.
All right. Now I know Kenesha a little bit, so yeah, I'm gonna stuff. All right.
Good morning. My name is Shallon Tate. I am the assistant principal at Jonesboro Math and Science School, and I am Don't Let the Smile Fool You friend.
I could attest to that one too.
Yes.
Good morning. I'm Felicia Long Johnson Cobb. Hey, good morning to my dad watching from Little Rock. Love you, Daddy. I am a real estate broker. I own a real estate company and a real estate school.
Oh, wow.
And I am the unfiltered friend.
Oh, my.
Yes. All right.
Yes. So if somebody don't want to know the truth, they don't
come talk to me.
Okay. All right.
Good morning. I am Keisha Hagens, and I work at the Jonesboro Housing Authority. I'm the FSS coordinator for the Family Self-Sufficiency Program, and I am the prissy and petite friend.
All right, baby. So you come? Are you really the quiet, like you kind of put together and like the?
I would say prissy / sassy.
Okay.
Yes.
I'm not quiet.
Not quiet. All right, and my favorite teacher lady right here, Miss Carla.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Carla Lee.
and I'm an educator with the Jonesboro Public School System, and I am the bad and bougie friend. All right. Look, see, I had to try to fix up a little bit because I knew Carla was going to come with it. I couldn't be in here looking kind of toe up, and Carla was going to come on.
Carla brings it, don't she?
Yeah.
Come on, friend. Come on, friend.
Yes. All right, so let's just jump right into how long have you ladies been friends? Is it 20 plus, 30 plus?
Okay, well, I'll start us off. We have been friends, a combination from 20 to 30 years.
Wow.
It has been a great run, a great run. Some of us went to school together. Some of us met in college. Keisha and I are cousins, and of course, Kanisha and I have been friends since we were 12. Felicia went to school here, so we all have been friends. A total of, if we put it all together, probably a little bit of over 30 years. So
that is absolutely amazing.
Yes, and I mean it has been good, and we're gonna be transparent with y'all today. Everything is not perfect.
That's right.
But the number one thing that we do is support each other.
Yes.
We support each other. We pray for each other. We support each other as far as their accomplishments. If somebody's getting married, if a kid has graduated, if a kid has a basketball game. Whatever it is, that's what we do, and that's what has brought us closer and closer together. Yes, we hold each other accountable.
Absolutely.
Everybody in the group. And so, Kanisha and Keisha, probably some of our viewers are not aware of this, but Kanisha was a breast cancer patient. Mm-hmm. We had a benefit program. Keisha and Carla was there. Not to know that 3 months later, Keisha was diagnosed with breast cancer. And it just, even brought us even closer together. Aisha had lost her husband. Felicia had lost her husband. So during those times, we were there for each other. So we came about and said, you know what? Instead of doing this every 3 months, 4 months, we're going to make this a monthly, a weekly thing. Amazing. I could not make it without my Roundtable queens.
Hey. That's amazing. I wanted to say thank you all for sharing, part of your friendship with us. I remember, I don't know if I wasn't here or I just don't remember when Aisha got married or Keisha and Carla got married, but I remember when you three got married, and each one of you all were either bridesmaids or played some major role in the wedding.
Yes.
And so you were there for the birth of, of course, Karan and many of the others that have children. So, again, I've been grateful to just be on the outside looking in and witness the growth of your friendship and your relationships and all that you all have gone through. And everyone needs somebody, 1 or 2, 3 people that they can lean on and say, this is my friend.
Right.
That's going to be with me through everything. Someone that you can trust with, your deepest, darkest, most intimate emotions.
Yeah. Right.
Absolutely.
It's hard to find people that you can trust with those.
And that's one thing we do say, everything is safe at the round table.
That's amazing. So I want to start from the beginning, from the end per se, the present, when you all took your trip, and you all revealed how spiritually wonderful awakening it was. And had you all ever worshipped on that level before, on any of your other trips or at your other gatherings?
Well, I'll take it. As far as that part, now we didn't just. It's more than just going to church and worshiping together. We've had moments at someone's home, and if that person needed prayer, that's what we did. We didn't wait to go to a church house to pray for our friend because that's what the person needed at that time. There was something, I think it was at Felicia's house, and she had experienced something very traumatic. So, were we going to wait and go to church?
Right.
And talk about it and pray about it. And no, she needed us then at her home, so that's what we did. So the experience in Nashville where we worshiped together, being there collectively, that just kind of put it on on another level.
That's wonderful.
So yeah.
And I remember I like to call myself the planner. They
Okay.
poo-poo a lot of my ideas. We'll talk about that later.
You tried it.
Did
Should
it.
have got it. A shady friend. You tried it.
We get together once every 3 months, but that was a lot to catch up on. So then we tried to do once a month, and then I just said, hey, let's go on a trip. Let's make it somewhere close. We don't have to take off a lot of work. We can get there. We can relax. We can have a good time. And so we thought about Nashville, but I wanted to make sure that in all the plans that we had, that we came together to worship together.
Absolutely.
Because without Christ, the things that we have been through individually and collectively would have pulled us away and kept us away from one another. And so that was a major part of our trip. And girl, let me tell you, they rocked us.
Indeed.
Shout out to Bethel.
That's it.
They took us to another level.
Yes,
They
they
really
did.
did.
And because when we went there, I know we kind of getting off subject, but we had the Friends shirt on, and immediately people were just like, oh my god, what are y'all doing? What are y'all doing? The Friend, we love it. What is this? What are y'all doing? So that right there sparked something. Okay, this is bigger than just a trip.
Okay.
It's so much, the being connected like this is so much bigger than just a trip.
Yeah, and the pastor, at the end, we actually were able to meet the pastor, and he kind of sealed that for us. He prayed for us together, and basically helped us to begin the journey that we are about to embark on. You know, he spoke things to us about that we would be, I want to say the standard, but we would set a standard for friendship, especially friendship among women, and in particular our race.
Absolutely.
Yes.
I think it's very important. I've been having different conversations with other women and how we need to collaborate more, lift each other up more.
Yes.
There's been these ideals that have been ingrained in us from the days of slavery, even though that's not where our story starts. However, unfortunately, there's things that have been ingrained in our DNA that we need to start breaking those chains of.
Yes.
Start being released from those chains, I should say, and breaking out of that bondage of whatever that negativity, that negative mindset is. And so hopefully we can get back to a place where we are uplifting and celebrating each other versus tearing each other down.
Right.
Because that's what society kind of wants to see sometimes.
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
And feeds all that. I just want to say good morning to everybody. I apologize. I won't call everybody's name, but Miss Christy Mattis Coleman says, "Hey y'all, love this already."
Hey.
Hey, Christy.
Jose alone said, "Hey girl, you got the longest name by."
I love you too,
Your
Daddy.
daddy tried it. Daddy tried it.
Hosea Long. Okay. Daddy.
That was me.
Miss Keandra says, "I love them." Jose says, "Y'all funny. Y'all have to look at your T-shirt, okay, to know who your name." Because everybody was like,
Yes, we do, Mr. Jose. We do.
We always do.
Alexis Scott says, "Good morning, beautiful."
Good morning,
lady."
Alexis.
Lynn Thomas Wallace says, "Good morning. I really want to reach out to y'all."
Come on.
And so
Reach out, girl.
Come on.
Kayla Davis says, "Hey, Roundtable."
Hey.
Hey, Tiffany.
Hi, Tiff.
Hey, Tiff.
I'm gonna turn these microphones down. We got
Carlisa in the house.
What's up, Carlisa?
Cute. What I want to
See the husbands chiming in.
Come on, husbands. Hey,
Come on
husbands.
in.
And we definitely want to highlight that aspect as we get along.
Look
with
at Jerry. He said, "Hi, fam."
Hey. He said, "Hi, fam." Come on with it, husband.
All right.
What I want to highlight is, as we're looking at people saying hello and good morning, that is what we want to be about. Right. We don't want to sit here and to pretend like we're perfect, because we're not. Some of us went through something where we didn't talk for almost 4 or 5 years.
Mm-hmm. Yes,
we
But
did.
that's the thing. You never knew that.
No, because I know each of you, Miss Felicia, I'm fairly new to, but I know each of you on a different level from the different jobs and churches, whatever.
Yeah.
I would have never known, of course, and that's the great thing about it. Outsiders don't know what's happening on the inside.
And the thing about it is, even though there were a few who had a disagreement, they never put us against one another.
That's right.
And we never, honestly, it really and truly knew what it was. So it wasn't them trying to like poison us against the other person. And then and that's, to me, is very important, because you know, you go back and forth, and even you see on social media whatever, well, I don't like her, so I'm gonna tell her this, so she won't like her. And that's not what it's about. But at the end of the day, we squashed everything that was out there and came back full circle.
It's absolutely amazing. I've been in situations where I've literally heard other people talking about someone just to tear their character down.
Right.
And it's just messy and nasty.
I think too, and from we're talking about the truth of the matter, even when you have made mistakes in friendship, I think what I'm still learning and have learned just from this group too, because you know we do have friends outside of this group, but this group helps me to realize, if you have hurt someone or done something in a friendship, it makes you realize, okay, I'll never do that again.
Yes.
I won't ever do that again. I've learned what to do, what not to do, how to talk, how to fix things. So this group has helped me so much with other relationships as well, not just in here, but other relationships as well.
And do you feel that, and I know this is probably going to be a resounding yes, but your faith in God has kept you grounded and kept you where you are and helped you to reconcile and come back to the middle?
Kanisha always says, you know, because I'm the unfiltered one, I called her one day and I said, let me tell you how I feel about this right now.
Oh my.
I don't mean it ugly, but I want you to listen to me. And she said, pray about it. And I was like, I haven't told you anything yet. I know, but go ahead and pray about it. And so then I told her, pray about it. I was like, no, I want to do something now. Pray about it. Pray about it. Pray about it. So, you know, that's what we hold each other accountable.
And I think in the beginning, I feel like Carla was our strong prayer person. Like, she can pray from the soles of her feet.
From the mountains. She can bring it from the mountains.
Carla is it. But Felicia surprised us on this trip. I actually had a breakdown. And Carla, right away, she called everybody downstairs to the room. And when I tell you Felicia prayed, that thing prayed. You hear me? I had no idea she had it in her. So, you know, Carla's always been our go-to, but even I think like being together, we're just finding strengths and help pull
stuff out of
each other.
Yeah.
But that, when I tell you that baby prayed, she prayed. We were all in tears. I'm talking about. And this was
don't make me bring it.
Right before we went to church.
We was already on one.
Full.
Ready.
Yes.
And I think that's what makes us who we are. We accept each other, and we just accept each other, and we, in a sense, we force each other to be better. Like,
yes.
There's never competition. You know, it's only support, and it's okay. You want to do that? Great. This is what, like, don't ever tell Keisha you want to do anything.
Right.
Because
Keisha
gonna bring out her notebook.
She's gonna have her notebook. So we met yesterday just doing different things. And she had a full agenda for the next year.
Seriously. Yes.
And it was this is what we need to do. But that's the beauty of it all. Everybody has their individual strengths, and we support that. We embrace that, and we push that. Felicia is Felicia is our
politician.
She's our special friend, but she is just phenomenal when it comes to planning. And outside of her being the unfiltered friend, Felicia has a heart of gold.
Yes, she does.
And
Absolutely.
so, because she has a heart of gold, honestly, when there was a rift in the friendship, her heart brought us all back together.
It was a simple text. She said, I miss y'all. Y'all remember that?
Oh my goodness.
She said, I miss y'all.
Now look, what we're not going to sit up in here and do today is all of this. I would like to change it. Yes, because see, we get all emotional.
But it's a truth. But it's a truth. It's a truth. It's a truth.
But I think I'm glad Carla brought that back up, because Christ didn't put us on this earth to be alone.
That's right. We
to walk alone. And there were times during that rift where I felt very alone and needed to reach out, but because of pride, absolutely wouldn't. And as other things started happening in my life, I was like, you hear it that life is short. It's just too short. It's just too short. But then something happens and you really grasp that and you realize it's too short.
Yes. And I hope that everyone that's listening and watching, I'm sorry I'm not getting all it's a lot of comments, so if y'all want to kind of glance over the break, because we're going to get ready to take a break here very soon.
Do we run over the break? Do we run over the break?
And call us crybabies. Hush, and.
And.
Walter said, Aisha, I came here for Bossy Blue. That's it, Walter Moody.
Come through here, Bossy Blue. Okay. She's the only one. All right.
I am. And I guess we need to explain our names and how we got them.
Well, we're going to hold that.
We got to go to commercial.
We're going to get ready for a break here soon. But I just want to touch real quick on what Felicia said. Everyone needs to have that realization, be mature enough to say, okay, I'm not right, something's wrong. I need to make it right with the people that I love and call my friends.
Absolutely.
And we need to just have those honest face-to-face, those face in the mirror conversations, and stop being immature about the situation.
Right.
So anyway, I'm gonna leave it there. We're gonna take a quick break. When we come back, we're gonna finish our conversation. The ladies are going to explain their names, and then they're gonna get into what's next, what's the next step, and how to bring other ladies together. And hopefully they'll share a few more details about their trip. So thank you so much for
See you soon.
Thank you everybody for checking in, but please do not go anywhere. Stay tuned. We'll be right back with Community Conversations on KLEK 102.5 FM.
You're listening to Community Conversations on KLEK 102.5 FM. We'll be right back.
What's holding you back from forgiving your spouse? I'm Mark Merrill with today's Family Minute. Marriage is messy. When two imperfect people come together, there are bound to be mistakes made and feelings hurt. So when your spouse does something wrong and apologizes, how can you move towards accepting their apology and letting it go? Here are 5 steps to forgiveness in marriage. First, understand that forgiveness is a choice, not a feeling. If you wait until you feel ready to forgive your spouse, then you will live in hurt and anger for a long time. Second, share your hurt. It may be uncomfortable, but it's important to honestly communicate with your spouse so you can work through the situation together. Remember, your family first.
For more resources on today's topic, go to markmerrill.com.
Family Minute is made possible by the Kappa Nu Omega chapter of Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated, a non-profit organization committed to service to all mankind. Kappa Nu Omega Alpha Kappa Alpha on Facebook and KNOMEGA1908.com.
Family Minute is brought to you by the Gears Foundation, a nonprofit organization providing students with assistance in their academic and career pursuits. Gears Foundation on Facebook, Gears_Inc. on Instagram, and the Gears Foundation at gmail.com.
Black Professionals Network of Jonesboro Community Back to School Bash, August 3rd, 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Allen Park Community Center, 3609 Ray Street, Jonesboro. Purpose: to create unity among organizations to achieve a common goal by giving parents and students a jump start on preparation for the academic year. Backpacks and school supplies for kids K through 12 will be distributed. A parent or supporter age 16 and up must be present with child. There will be lunch, health screenings, and vendor booths. Black Professionals Network JB at gmail.com or bpnjonesboro.org.
Meineke of Jonesboro is now Starks Auto Service, a full-service auto repair and vehicle maintenance center offering engine and transmission repair, brake service, tires, oil changes, and more, performed by ASE certified mechanics. Starks Auto Service, 2813 South Caraway Road in Jonesboro, 870-204-7112. Starks Auto Service, Jonesboro.com.
Support for KLEK is brought to you by...
When Kirk and Todd were young, a friend and customer gave them a lab puppy. We had a fenced backyard, and one day a man worked very hard to plant shrubs and bushes. The next day, the lab puppy dug every one of them up. A few mornings later, I looked out the back window, black small pieces all over the yard from a brand new patio and black screen. Most expensive free pup ever. Gail and I can laugh now. Glenn Sane, and God bless our troops.
Check out Melvin Williams of the Williams Brothers every Sunday morning from 5 to 7 a.m. here on KLEK for the Melvin Williams Down Home Gospel Radio Show, playing the very best in quartet and inspirational gospel music that you'll love, as well as feature interviews with all of your favorite gospel artists. It's Melvin Williams Down Home Gospel Radio Show, Sundays from 5 to 7 a.m. on KLEK 102.5 FM.
KLEK is starting a new fundraiser which will allow listeners to donate to KLEK while buying groceries. KLEK is a part of the Kroger Community Rewards fundraising program. When shoppers visit a participating Kroger and scan his or her Kroger Plus Shoppers Card, a portion of the savings goes back to KLEK to help keep it on the air. Details on how to sign up for the program are available at KrogerCommunityRewards.com and at KLEKFM.org. This is a KLEK fundraiser.
And now back to Community Conversations on KLEK 102.5 FM.
All right, welcome back to Community Conversations on KLEK 102.5 FM. Y'all, it's been lit on air and lit off.
You was wrong for that, Booch.
As you can see, we come back in laughing.
You could have seen her lip.
But today, on Community Conversations, we're joined by a group of ladies that call themselves the Roundtable Queens. We have Miss Aisha, Miss Kanisha, Miss Shallon, Miss Felicia, Miss Keisha, and Miss Carla, or Mrs. I should say.
The Ishas and Shallon and Carla. Yes, we'll have to tell you about that.
Yeah.
You was wrong for that.
We're going to try to keep this conversation rolling. All right, so before we went to the break, the ladies were going to go into talking about how they got their name, because some people were asking about that in the feed, the Facebook feed. So let's go around the table and everybody talk about how you got your name, and then what inspired your name, and then with the color of the lips, was that also intentional as well?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so for those that can't see it, we'll post a picture later on. We'll get a picture. So we'll start with Miss Aisha.
Okay, I am the bossy friend.
Oh, yes.
Yes, ma'am.
That's just my personality, and I don't feel like it's bossy. It's just I have like this strong maternal instinct whenever I'm around anybody. I just know what other people should be doing.
She's the mother of the group.
She's the mother. I do, and I don't say stuff, and after I say, I was like, I sound like somebody's mama, don't I? So that's just kind of how I got my name, and it's also my line name. And of course, I'm a Zeta, so that's where the Royal Blue Lips came in. Yes, it is my line name.
All right.
And yeah, so that's it.
Alrighty.
Well, for me, classy but hood friend. In other words, classy and a little touch of hood. I feel like I'm sophisticated. I'm fancy. I like to have fun. I'm just an outgoing person. But I can get hood with you, street gangster a little bit. Just if you don't, send for me, I'm fine. But other than that, I'm just classy but hood. That's me.
Kanisha, I came to Jonesboro in '95, so I've been on Kanisha 20 plus years, and she has been dressed to the nines, every time. Even if she's wearing jeans and t-shirts, she got pearls, bling, something on. She's again classy.
Thank you.
All the time.
Thanks.
Hair done, nails done, every day. So I can attest to that one. And I will say, won't go into details. I've seen Kanisha go sideways when you come for her. So don't mess with it.
What did you say, sideways?
Okay. All right, Miss Shallon.
Okay, my name is Don't Let the Smile Fool You. Whenever you run into me, I'm smiling. I keep a smile on my face. But do know if you come for me, this smile will change and this mouth will come out. So just don't let this pretty smile fool you.
Tell me that. Sheldon, are you
No.
Sheldon, are you a Pisces?
I am.
We're fellow Pisces.
Yes.
So
February 25th.
people don't understand there's two fish in the symbol,
This-
and so one is positive, one is,
Yes.
it's like the yin and yang. You
Yes.
don't know which one you're gonna get. So
That's
and
it.
so, people don't know the struggle of trying to be nice and quiet and put together all the time.
Versus
Bougie.
That's it.
If you know her, that's exactly it. You gotta know her.
All right. Miss Felicia.
So I named myself Unfiltered, and I only did that because it's a story. I don't even know if they know. So growing up, I grew up in Little Rock.
Okay.
I was short and a little, very skinny, and I used to get beat up every day on the way home from Badger Elementary School.
Oh.
And one day I was trying to run home, and my mama was at the house, and I tried to come in the door, and she locked me out. Yes, that's real in black families. And she said, "You don't let nobody run you in your own house." And so just because I was very, very scared, I went out there and I defended myself. And that little girl, well, we know. And from there, it has just almost been like a natural thing to kind of push you off of me.
Okay.
I don't all the time mean it ugly or hateful, but have you ever noticed in life when people just say ridiculous things to you, and then when you look at them and say
something
Without cussing.
and then, you know, so that's where the unfiltered came from, because I'm going to give it to you.
So you think
Raw.
to read people their rights at all times.
She tells the truth at all times.
Yeah.
I don't think it's necessarily
Yeah.
reading the rights, but she will not hold back.
No, she's
And
going to
because that's what I
speak it.
value
She's
in
gonna speak
my
it.
relationships is authenticity. And so if you ask, I'm going to tell you, but by the same token, I have to be ready to take it as well. And I can tell you, sometimes I'm not ready for that.
Oh no! Just let me know my hair, makeup, anything I know. My attitude is ragged. Just let me.
Okay.
yes, you do have
She's
it.
getting better. She's getting better.
I'm getting better.
Yeah, she's getting better.
Okay.
All right, Miss Keisha.
Oh, Prissy and Petite. Well, I'm short.
Okay.
Always have been, always will be. Prissy, I think, like I said, I think it's slash sassy, but I think I may be more. I could be the most conservative one out the group.
She's talking about you are.
So in that, because Kanisha, every time Kanisha does something, she said, I said, oh my God, my Lord,
My Lord. She says, oh God.
So yeah, that's me. Yeah, I had nothing else to say. That's me.
Okay.
That's me.
So you're like, oh.
Oh my.
All right.
Let's see. The bad and bougie friend. Okay, so the hot pink lips. I kind of go with Aisha with that. So.
Oh yeah.
Spring '95, Ada Salon. Shout out. Ooh, ooh. My line name was actually Hot Pink. We're not gonna discuss that.
Oh my goodness.
Just leave it there. But bad and bougie. So first, let me deal with the bougie part, because bougie can have a negative connotation behind it, and for me, it's not. The bad and bougie. So if you knew me in college, thank God for Jesus.
Thank you, Lord. Thank you, Lord.
Hit it, Felicia.
Thank you, Lord.
So
Oh, no
my
shaking.
college days were rough. Yeah, they were rough, and I'm just gonna leave it there. So, you know, on the other side of cheese,
What is it?
yes, I became more conservative in my badness, and I just kind of turned bad to a different corner.
Okay.
And so Keisha often refers to me as the classic thug.
Yes.
I don't know why I'm a thug. I'm not a thug.
My classic thug.
But here's the thing. I haven't forgotten that side, but I don't have to utilize that.
Okay.
You know, because I have a friend on here, Tiffany.
Hey, Tiff.
What up,
So
Tiff?
always
Tiffany?
says we have a running joke about well put together.
Okay.
So for me, that's the bougie aspect. Just being well put together.
It's her elegance. When you look at Carla, you see elegance.
Yeah. That's why I said I gotta put my makeup
Right.
on.
And then that's something I can say because I can say this. She's always we call it the pretty girl syndrome.
Okay.
And it was people think because you're pretty that sometimes they can treat you any kind of way, or they can dog you or talk about you, and you're not supposed to say
not
anything.
today.
But her beauty also attracts people. That's a way for Christ to come in.
Right.
It's a standard.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? So she's flipped that connotation with the quote unquote bouginess. If that makes sense.
And I love how each of you, again, I'm just getting to know Miss Felicia, but each of you are bad in your own way as far as your careers and the way you operate within the community and your church. And I hope people see that side of you that, yes, okay, you may have been one way before, but you exemplify a whole different kind of woman right now. Yes. So I hope also that younger ladies, 20 and below, are looking at you and say, okay, that's what I want to be like when I grow up. And I don't want to be the reality TV star or whatever else is out there. I want to be this. So I know that you all have discussed that. Since so many people have reached out to you all, now you're going to take it, not necessarily take it on the road, but take the show on the road.
Come through here.
Keep watching.
When you all are inspired to create maybe a series of seminars, programs, or something, and so can you reveal anything give us any insight to anything that's happening, or what can
So
already all in our
stirring it up.
You're in
all
our
up in
stuff.
it.
Well,
That's what we can say, and then Felicia will put her spin on it. What I can say is we have a lot of things on the horizons because first, this is something that I personally really wanted to address. We are not an organization or
a sorority,
a sorority or just a clique, something to join or anything like. This is history,
Absolutely.
This is friendship. This is tears. This is being there. This is dropping everything to see about your sister. So, it's nothing on that magnitude, but what we hope to do is inspire other people to do the same thing amongst their friends. And as I think Keisha said, we all have friends outside of this group.
That's it.
But even in this group, this helps us to be better friends to others that we are friends to.
Yes.
And with that being said, we are not in no way thinking that we are better than anybody. We had an idea and we ran with it. And so what we're trying to do is, again, dispel the erroneous thinking that friendships, sisterhood, and support cannot exist among women, and particularly African American women. Women in general, but especially in our race. We don't have to be cutthroat. We don't have to be catty. We don't have to be messy.
Say it. Bring it, Carla.
We don't have
Bring
to
it.
be in a competition with anyone. We love and embrace each other, and we want to help empower others to do the same things amongst themselves.
Absolutely.
I want to still thank everyone for all the comments. Like I said, it's too many comments. I apologize. Miss Kenya Leak says Ski Wee Spring 95. Christy Mathis comment says Carla Lee, my classic thug friend. Miss Sharon Harvey says Carla, I feel you. Says call me born. I'm guessing she meant
bougie.
Okay. Also, but I take it as a compliment. And Tiffany Sandlin Williams says hashtag knuck if you buck in your pearl.
Tiffany Williams crazy.
It's only one, but I love it.
And she said, yes, very well put together. Hashtag stay mad.
Tiffany.
Yes.
Miss Diana Carter says, good morning, ladies. You go. Hashtag Black Girls Rock. And so many more comments. So many, and good morning to Corey Ross that put their shoulder up women.
Only Corey.
Okay, brother.
Only.
Shout out to the Roundtable husbands.
Hey, Jacob. Hey, mwah.
I want to get into that. Miss Keandra Border says you have inspired the single mommies of the Adjusted Crown, most definitely. So shout out to her because she has a single mom.
Yes.
And again, it's so important. And her and I've had the discussion of, especially among Black women, we need to start loving and celebrating and supporting each other, no matter what our situation is, because we have at one point been there, been somewhere
been in that situation. That's right.
And so,
and the world does enough of that to us,
right?
You know what I mean? And let's just talk about it.
Okay.
Being a Black woman is hard. Okay. We already have
double minority woman,
unfortunately, so
Black.
many strikes against us to begin with, and so we have to run, 10 times as fast just to try to stay on the playing field, because it's not even. It's not. But with the help of God, we excel in everything that we do, and we will continue to do that.
All right, so don't believe them, just watch.
That's
all
right.
And to piggyback on what
Don't
Carla
believe
said,
them.
and I'm not going to take us all the way there, but I feel like what you see at this table and what goes on in other women's tables. I know Tiffany Williams has a friend group. Tiffany Banks has a friend group. Renee Haynes has a friend group.
Wow.
Felicia Scott has a friends group. If you can see the power that's here and in all of those groups, y'all, we could change the fabric of this community. And when I say community, I just don't mean our racial community. I mean the community of Jonesboro. It is starting right here, right now, and we're gonna get up with those other groups.
Right.
Because
I'm
telling Jonesboro that some of the things that are done, some of the things that are said, we're here to say that that's not okay, and we're not going to sit back anymore and wait and watch for someone. We are going to bring the change because we are the change.
Come on.
And we're going to link up with these other women.
That's right.
And we're going to do
That's
it.
right.
They better see the unfiltered is about to have a spaz.
Politician.
You're doing great. You're doing great.
Okay.
You're doing great. You are doing great.
All right. History has taught us that women, and most importantly Black women, have been behind the push of a lot of change that has happened in our society all the way back to maybe the 1800s, 1900s. I'm not a total history buff, but I do enough reading, and thanks to Dr. Sharice Jones-Brent, she brings the Black history moment. So shout out to her. So Black women all throughout history have been the driving force of a lot of social change that has happened. So we cannot let that legacy die now, and we have to continue it on and empower the younger ladies again that are coming behind us. If we want the society to be greater, I'm gonna use that word, greater, we need to definitely inspire and empower our younger ladies.
That's right.
And the last thing I want to say about that, and I don't mean to take over, but the last thing I want to say about that is, if we tell the truth in history, the Black woman is the backbone of the family, even the white family. When we raised your children, when we nursed them, so don't come for us, because you should already know how strong we are, because we've had to be strong to even uplift our Black men when the rest of the world said they couldn't and they wouldn't. This right here, we have said this is bigger, this is larger than us. We are the backbone of society.
Pass the collection plate.
And we're going to bring it to you.
Yes, ma'am. Miss Felicia is preaching over here today.
I'm unfiltered.
Miss Tiffany Banks says, thank you for promoting and displaying what genuine friendship among Black women, and especially well-spoken, educated, intelligent women. Thank you so much, Tiffany, for that. Miss Kenya Lee says, and most times when we run that fast, we are still overlooked, but God.
But God.
All right.
And y'all, we don't want to in any way send a message as if we are, putting down anyone or another race. We're simply promoting ours. That's it. Because if we don't love each other, who else really will? So that's all that's about. So we're going to go ahead and just put that out there and dispel that and kill it before it would even try to rise and get started. Because I think you made a great point when you talked about our children are watching.
Yes.
We have young girls, young boys who are watching, and if we're not an example, who will be the example? And they're going to always pattern after something. So we want them to pattern after what's positive, what's intelligent. Pull your pants up, speak well, sit up. Things that you should do. It's not about being put together well. It offends me when someone talks about how we speak. What do you mean? We're supposed to be well versed.
If I hear that, and I'm not going to say it, but if I hear a particular phrase one more time in my life, I might become
Let unfiltered say it. Okay. See how they do you, girl? See how they do you, girl?
It's real. Live and
I'm
real.
sure each of you have heard that phrase spoken to you. And it could have been that person out of either ignorance or whatever, just jokingly, but when you live in a certain area and you've dealt with a lot of things, those terms are, you can't take it as a joke. You might brush it off and don't address it at the moment, but it resonates with your spirit.
It is ignorance. And ignorance is not a bad thing. It simply means you just don't understand. You don't have knowledge of. And so that's what we bring. We want to bring the knowledge. It's not about, just we hear those things, and there are a whole lot of stereotypes that are associated with the black woman and just amongst us and then everyone else. It's just so much more. It's just so much more to us than what we say.
All right, we're going to take another quick break, and when we come back during our wrap-up session, we're going to talk about the Roundtable husbands and how important it is to have that support system backing you all. So everyone, stay tuned to Community Conversations on KLEK 102.5 FM. We'll be right back after these announcements.
You're listening to Community Conversations on KLEK 102.5 FM. We'll be right back.
We're back with Money Matters. I'm Alfred Edmond Jr. There is a lot of evidence to show that home ownership is a major factor in the capacity to build lasting, multi-generational wealth. However, there will be times in your life when renting just makes more sense. Here are some smart financial moves to make when renting. The time to work out your budget is before signing a rental agreement, not after. Whether renting or owning your home, no more than 30% of your monthly take-home pay should go to housing and utilities combined. That leaves 70% for food, clothing, transportation, entertainment, miscellaneous expenses, and of course, savings. Before moving in, inquire approximately how much the utilities cost per month and add them to your rent in order to gain a realistic financial picture. Unless your utilities are included in the rent, make sure your name is on the utilities bills, as this will help you establish credit. I'm Alfred Edmond Jr. for Money Matters, a product of American Urban Radio Networks.
Money Matters is made possible by the Jonesboro Alumni Chapter of Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated, a nonprofit organization focused on joy in our sisterhood, power in our voice, and service in our hearts. www.jonesboroalumnidst.org.
Money Matters is brought to you by the Gears Foundation, a nonprofit organization providing students with assistance in their academic and career pursuits. Gears Foundation on Facebook, Gears_Inc. on Instagram, and the Gears Foundation at gmail.com.
Money Matters is brought to you by Bancorp South, offering checking, savings, loans, credit cards, and wealth management. 5 locations in Jonesboro to serve you. www.bancorpsouth.com or 870-972-9800.
Help keep KLEK on the air. We are seeking 100 donors to give at least $20 per month, but we are happy with any gift, large or small. Come by our studio at 1411 Franklin Street in Jonesboro. Call us at 870-277-1080 or visit our website, klekfm.org, or you can use Cash App, $KLEKFM, or text KLEK1. Send it to 44321.
KLEK thanks CJ Pepper and the staff of Life Strategies Counseling Incorporated for helping people through hard times in life such as depression, family issues, stress, abuse, and more. They offer counseling and therapy for all ages, individuals, families, and groups. They are located at 1217 Stone Street. Phone number 1-866-972-1268 or online at lscihelp.com.
Anointed Prolude, 1216 East Johnson Avenue, serves the Jonesboro community inspired by Philippians 4:13. I can do all things through Christ that strengthens me. They offer brake service, oil changes, tire plugs, basic tune-ups, wiper blade changes, bulb changes, and coolant system flushes. Open Monday, Thursday, and Friday 8 to 5, Tuesday and Wednesday 8 to 4, and Saturday 8 to 2. More information 870-520-5039.
The Mu Omicron Lambda chapter of Alpha Phi Alpha Fraternity Incorporated was established on January 1st, 1977, originally serving Blytheville, Arkansas, and now serving Jonesboro, Blytheville, Osceola, Marion, and West Memphis, Arkansas. Today, the chapter continues to make an impact by focusing on Alpha's national community outreach initiatives such as My Brother's Keeper, A Voteless People is a Hopeless People, Go to High School, Go to College, Project Alpha, Boy Scouts, and the March of Dimes. The Mu Omicron Lambda chapter of Alpha Phi Alpha Fraternity Incorporated is committed to Alpha's mission of developing leaders, promoting brotherhood and academic excellence, while providing service and advocacy to the community. More information about the Mu Omicron Lambda chapter of Alpha Phi Alpha Fraternity Incorporated is available at MOL Alphas on Facebook or via email at molalphas@gmail.com.
And now back to Community Conversations on KLEK 102.5 FM.
All right, welcome back to the last segment of Community Conversations on KLEK 102.5 FM. Today has been an absolute joy. I've been looking forward to this ever since Miss Carla reached out to me. Thank you so much for reaching out and sharing this wonderful information, the ins and outs, the good, the bad, about your friendship. And I know, of course, there's a lot we just can't go into just for time purposes, but I do want you all to get into, I remember seeing a post, you call them the Roundtable husbands, and so many of you do have that support, and some of the women do have it, some women don't. There's some men who can't handle a bunch of women being friends, so tell us a little bit more about you all's husbands and why it's important and what it means to you to have their support in all that you all do.
I think, first of all, your husbands, they're going to know, sometimes we don't always like to listen to their viewpoints, but I promise you, they can tell you who you need in your life and who you don't.
Okay.
And so, for me, if he knows that if he can see me being strengthened and I'm not drained, he's all for it. But of course, you have to have balance as well. You still have your family, everything you can take care of and balance this out too. But if he sees that it strengthens me and they're pushing me, he's all for it. And he loves them just as much as I love them. And so that's a plus too. When your spouse loves your friends as much as you do, that's a big bonus.
And for those who don't know, her husband,
yes, ma'am.
Her husband is an officer, so do not cross Keisha.
Thank you.
Mr. Haggins.
He lives up to that. He protects and serves his wife.
And he protects and serves my friends really well.
Thank
you.
Say that, friend. Say that.
Miss Felicia.
My husband came to our group late because we married later in life.
Okay.
And bless his poor heart. I love you, Jerry. But I remember introducing Jerry to the girls, and we were at my dining room table, round table at my house, and I just looked at them and I said, "This is who I'm gonna marry." Everybody, do your face.
I already knew.
You already knew. I mean, it was crazy. But they drilled him.
Okay.
They wanted to know if he had my best interests at heart. And what I appreciate about these ladies is if I've ever had to say, hey, I need some help with this in my marriage, the first thing it is have you prayed about it? Let's pray about it. Because we know marriage isn't easy. And so, but I say that my Jerry, what was he at our meeting? Our meeting before we went to Nashville.
He was looking up ideas.
He was
doing everything. Yes.
What color?
Yes. Who's gonna be doing this?
Yes. Who's gonna be doing this? Who's gonna be doing that?
Jerry's our hype man.
Yeah. Trying to figure out where we're gonna go,
Yes.
what we should be doing. he helps me plan because I'm really not a planner.
Okay.
So at home, they need to know that a lot of that is coming from Jerry.
Come through here, Jerry.
Come
through here, Jerry. And the great Ricky Lee. So, yes, his support is tremendous, and I say that not only in our friendship, but just with me as a whole. If I say I want to quit my job today and go and cut grass, I'm just saying he's behind me.
Yes.
That's how
Yes.
he's making me look further than, okay, you want to cut grass, but what about owning the company after this? So he does that, and he's like that about, like, he is very protective of me, and so I have to be careful with the things that I share with him, because although he may not have the badge in the blue, but he has the badge to protect and serve at all times, so I have to be very careful with what I share with him. And because anything that I love, he loves, and because I love these ladies and other friends outside of this circle, he is invested in their lives as well. Whether it's with their children, he will stop and drop and do anything for anyone. That's his heart, but he likes the behind the scenes. He's always pushing us, but I got your support, So
It's true.
Very true.
Well, for Mr. Corey Ross, everyone knows Corey. We love Corey. Corey pushes us. He pumps us up. Everything. Yeah. He has 2 wives. Let's make that known. No, seriously, Corey does. Corey has taken care of us, and he loves us. And yes, you are the unfiltered. You are. But again, just what they said is that he actually pushes me as well to do things best for our group, and he always says positive things. But of course, Corey is going to be Corey as well. He's gonna make the jokes and make us laugh, and he's always saying something like he was saying earlier, pull your shoulders up and pull your shoulders back, but that's just him. That's just the type of relationship that we have. So yeah, again, he just keeps us positive, and he just keeps me lifted to keep pushing, keep going.
We got 2 minutes left, Michelle.
Well, my husband
Mr. James
was a supporter of the group, and so we used to rely on him to do different things with us and help us out in different aspects. Now he's a behind the scene as well. He don't do like Ricky and Corey and Keisha and Jerry, but he will support the group.
All right. We did want to make sure, like, we are seeing some things on here. We do have a Facebook page. Okay. It's called Roundtable Queens. It's just not for us. We're going to lift everyone up. We're going to post great stuff. And we encourage you to post your friend groups, what you all are doing, all of that. Yes. Be looking for something. I guess I can go ahead and say in a couple, maybe a month or so, we are going to get together and do a first of the round table. We hadn't decided what the last word is. Okay. Well, we're going to get together and talk to people on Facebook Live. And then we do have something big coming after that we will keep to ourselves. But we will be dropping our Facebook or our web page as well very soon. So you can connect with us anyway there.
All right, so if there are any other friend groups, go ahead and get your T-shirts ready, outfits coordinated, get all of that ready, because you don't want to miss whatever's coming down the pipeline.
And they're welcome to post on that page as well. Their pictures, it's a public page, so they can post, they can put their pictures and whatever, talk about their friends. So
Roundtable Queens.
Open.
Roundtable Queens.
Yeah.
All right, well, thank you, ladies, so much for joining us today and sharing. Thank you for bringing the energy and the fun.
Thank you. Yes,
enjoy it. Thank you for every single person that's watching and the support. Kelly.
Thanks, guys.
We are here to serve you. So thank you, everyone. Have a great Friday and have a blessed day.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you for listening to Community Conversations on KLEK 102.5 FM, a program focusing on the people working to make the Jonesboro community a better place while offering viewpoints from all sides